you know, I love spraying paint. Well, you know I love paint of all kinds, and I have used a fair handful of spray guns in my time, but today I have brought in the experts and I'm going to be taught a thing or two about spray guns and about spray painting, and you're going to learn along with me. Okay, so explain this all to me. I'm good with this piece. I've got that sustain.
The jug cord.
Yeah.
It's not for the jug.
God, I'm all over that piece. So this isn't a compressor. What is it?
It's a turbine. So.
As in like on a boat?
No.
Oh.
5-stage turbine, and it creates 9.5 psi of pressure.
To push the paint?
Push the paint at low pressure.
So this isn't like the big compressor guns where it's like shh.
No, no. So what you've got here, compared to a compressor gun, this actually will spray. This acts like a pressure pot.
Like a pressure cooker?
Pressure pot. No, not cooking, but painting.
Okay. So it's a sealed unit.
Sealed unit. Has a one-way check valve, so when the air flows through the machine, it actually pushes air into the pot as well as that through the front of the machine. So what it does, it forces the thick paint up into the
gun, yeah,
up through the tip, and atomised with air and with the pressure. So it actually uses it high volume, low pressure. So they call it HVLP.
HVLP, so high volume
low pressure
paint,
yep,
for low pressure pushing it.
Yep. We also have a gravity fed for personal choice. You got a gravity fed.
What?
Suction fed. So if you prefer it to be the pot on the top or pot at the bottom, I prefer it at the bottom.
Why do you like it at the bottom? Is it because it is heavier on your hand?
That's a 600ml pot. This is a 1 litre pot.
So you get, is this sealed as well? So
it is, works exactly the same.
I can't believe I don't have to clean this up between coats.
No.
Alright, so this is a turbine which is forcing air up the hose, which is this hose, so
yep,
this isn't for paint.
No, it's just an air hose, 9.5 metres with a 2.5 metre whip hose, just to make it easier and less fatigue on your arm when you're using it.
That's impressive. So no compressor, plug that puppy in,
yep,
sit it how far away from where I'm spraying?
You should be 20 feet away from where you're spraying.
Dude.
What happens is, if you're too close to the surface, you're actually sucking in that...
You're sucking in the paint.
Paint, dust, anything that's around. You can turn it off, and you can use that also to clean your surface for preparation, so you can actually blow the...
So, when I've sanded and it's all intricate and...
all dusty,
oh my,
you can blow it all off.
One thing I haven't asked is what's it called? What's the gun called?
It's a QT Stage 5 turbine.
QT Stage 5 turbine. And is that because it has the 5-stage turbine?
We have a 3-stage and we have a 5-stage.
Why would I do a 3 or a 5?
If you're doing a lot of stains and lacquers and not doing thicker paints, you could stick with a 3-stage turbine and it'd be fine for you.
I could run enamel through this now because I don't have to clean out hoses.
Yeah. That
is game changing. That means spraying trims even.
Yep, trims, doors.
Imagine the finish. Okay, right.
Better than the spray gun and the roller.
I'm excited.
Yeah, when you put it onto the machine, you screw it on tight there. I actually turn it on and then open it up and let the air go through it. And then just let the air go through just so if any wood chips or anything from debris on the ground's gone into it.
So I guess one thing that I think is really important to talk to everyone about is my amazing spray booth, Daryl. What are you thinking?
Excellent job.
You're lying.
Should last a couple of weeks. Or a couple
Do you reckon?
Hours. Yeah.
So when you're spraying, there is a bit of overspray, but so I was expecting overspray like I've had on previous jobs where literally like this would be a big plume of white paint. And I'm thinking that given you think this is adequate, I'm not going to be having that sort of overspray.
You'll be fine. Because it's a HVLP, high volume, low pressure.
Yeah.
About 85% of the actual material hits the surface.
85%?
The product will hit the surface.
All right. So 101 of prepping the area, we do obviously need some drop sheets. I like to elevate anything off the ground because I find otherwise, because I get a bit of paint everywhere, I find sometimes the drop sheet can fly up and stick to it if it's a bit windy. So I do like to elevate. I love an old palette. So we're prepped. We've got drop sheets, we've got back sheets. We need power, obviously,
Yep.
but we don't need a compressor of sorts. We don't need running water right near us. They're actually quite heavy, hey? Chairs, Daryl. Just, you know, making sure we have a nice smooth surface. Number 1 out of 18. So we're going to put the paint in the gun, attach it to the hose.
Yeah.
We're going to do a really thin coat. So we've already sanded, used Zinza to cover in any stains, tannins, oils, all of that.
Yep.
So a tack coat is a thin spray coat.
Yep.
Do we wait then, or do we?
We can a little bit depending on the temperature.
What's a little bit?
Depending on the temperature of the day.
I want times.
So we can touch to see how much it is. But if you don't put it on too wet the first coat, you can put one nice wet coat on of the whole lot, or let it sit. It should be covered.
So manufacturer recommendations on this. I am a massive fan of this paint, purely because I find it gives that durability of nearly an enamel, but it is technically a water washer. But we have 18 chairs, 3 dining tables, and about 5 side tables. Can we go one big wet coat?
Tack coat, wet coat.
Okay, fine. Tack coat, wet coat. Are we talking like 10 minutes after tack coat, or are we talking like an hour?
No, we'll be doing it pretty much straight away.
Okay, let's do this!
Yeah.
Alright, so if we're about to spray this, what are the essential things I need? I've got my QT5 turbine. These handy things, what's going on there?
Always have a bucket. After you stir it up, you've got things to throw back into here, into the bucket.
Yep.
Always put a little bit of water in there.
Okay.
So the paint doesn't dry on the bottom of it. It goes such a long way with 1 litre of paint in this machine painting. You want to put the lid back on here because you don't want it to skin up.
Do you water down your paint for this gun?
Depending on the temperature of the day, it is still quite warm.
Yes.
I would look, thinning it down 10% will make it spray a lot finer, the droplets.
Okay.
If you don't thin it, it will spray okay, but your actual orange peel and that stipple effect will be quite big.
Okay.
So I like to thin it down.
And for a litre tin, if you were just doing a little litre, you'd
Just
put
100
in
mils, yeah.
100 mils. So do you water down in here, or do you pop it in here, water down and shake, shake, shake?
Usually do it in that first because you want to keep this. It doesn't matter if you can pour it back into here.
Okay, it's not going to ruin the world.
No. But if you wanted to use this paint for brush and roller later...
Supposedly I'm never going back to brush and roller after this.
If you have to brush something later, the paint will stay quite thick for you.
Okay, alright. So basically we'll fill up our litre pot nearly and we'll put in 100 ml of water. Next one, how are you from a 10 litre going to get it in there without making a mess?
Well, it takes a little bit of time, but I do a different way. I actually put it to the side and I actually just feed it through.
That is clever.
At least you take the first little bit out. You're not going to get paint everywhere, but that's half.
That is one of the cleverest things I've ever seen.
And it helps when the stick's got holes in them.
No, it didn't take long.
There you go.
It would have taken me longer to clean up the paint spill.
Shaking it will end up with... You can shake it, but like I said, there is actually a breather hole, a one-way check valve through here. You don't want paint getting stuck up in there.
Okay. So be patient, Naomi, and stir. Stir. So you've watered down the paint, you just literally pop the lid on it and twist it like you're going to cook a Christmas pudding.
Do that, push that around, and then we push that around tight. Nice and firm and tight.
Always important when we're spraying, safety 101. We have some P2 masks and I have my trusty $10 sunglasses to keep my eyes safe. So we finished our first set of chairs with the suction gun. This is a gravity gun, obviously because it's using gravity to get the paint out. Are there certain things I need to know about this one that I didn't know with the other?
Okay, difference is that's a 1 litre pot. This is a 600 ml pot.
Okay.
People prefer gravity fed because of the ease of getting underneath things better.
Yeah.
Downfalls, you're 400 mils smaller. The other thing is gravity fed. Most people use it for stains, lacquers, and 2-packs and stuff like that. You actually pick up every last drop.
Okay.
Where a 1 litre, you don't actually get the last.
Now you did mention to me that this one doesn't have a filter, so really important that I'm conscious to mix my paint in a clean bucket and not a manky bucket.
And you should strain your paint.
Okay, strain my paint. Can I use like stockings for
You
that?
can use stockings, yeah.
Or are there paint strainers?
There is paint strainers.
Okay, I'll get a paint strainer.
Yeah, it's easy.
Technique wise, we're about to do our first table.
We want to go side to side, right to side.
Yep.
All right, not like a windscreen wiper. We want to go keep it directly to the panel.
So like,
That's it.
so instead of like this, we want to go
And keep it straight to the panel. Yep.
as in, we want to go like this,
Correct.
not like that.
Like that.
Okay, and when I'm doing the top, do we want my, if I was going like this,
Yep.
do we want my fan this way or this way?
With your choice.
Okay,
Your preference, you can go up and down if you like, and side to side. It depends how you choose to do it.
okay, so we have had a massive day spray painting everything, including myself. That just shows my expertise, Daryl. And now it's cleanup time. More than ever, it is not like when you paint with brushes and you choose to throw them out afterwards. I am not throwing out this gun. So I'm gonna get tips from the expert, hopefully about the most water efficient way to clean up. Because it's been one of my biggest complaints using guns and hoses in the past, is the amount of water I needed to clean them up was really not cool.
Then we fill up with a little water.
And reattach.
Reattach. Give it a bit of a shake,
Okay.
just to get the first bit out. Okay. Give it a bit of a shake. You tip that part out
Into a waste.
into a waste,
Yep.
and that gets our gun pretty clean. Warm soapy water with this actual product is better. Then we turn the turbine on,
Okay.
connect it on. What we do is outside, not inside.
Yeah.
We just spray a bit of water through.
So that's just water coming out.
Water coming out.
Prove to me it's water.
There we go.
It's just dirty water. I'd have a facial with that.
Do that a few times, and what you should do is you actually should pull this off.
Yep.
Wash that with something that's not too harsh.
Just soapy water?
Yeah, toothbrush. Give it a good clean
Soft
there.
toothbrush?
Soft toothbrush. You can pull the needle out and just make sure that that's clean. Or you've got a special spanner for it. You can undo that and clean inside there as well.
Okay. Do you let it dry then?
I actually leave a little bit of water in the gun.
Oh, okay, in the gun.
Release the pressure. Don't leave the pressure in the gun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
until the pressure is released. So there's actually, that's how pressurised the pot is.
Wow. That could be a good water gun fight.
Yeah. Cleaning tools, give it a nice clean, wipe down, and yeah, look after it. You look after it, you look after you. There's a spring there, don't want to lose that spring.
Okay.
Pull the tree up. Just on that, just that bit there, drop of oil.
Oh, on this end
Yeah,
part, not
yeah.
in there.
No,
Okay.
no, just on there. I actually put a bit of Vaseline on there. Vaseline won't run into anywhere.
Yep.
It'll just keep it lubricated. But that's, yeah, there's not much else to it.
Thanks for tuning in. Now, if you loved what you saw in this video, I've popped the link to one of my latest posts below where I go into more detail for you. Enjoy.